31. All right, everybody, how you doing? Good to see you. We're going to do a little different forum. It's a networking thing. I got Think Dragon with me.
Hey, everybody.
We're going to try to sit here and just talk to you guys and let everybody network with everybody. If you guys have any questions for me or Jason here, Think Dragon, feel free to just fire them away. We're just going to sit here and have a nice, comfortable afternoon answering questions and networking with each other. I want to welcome Sue in the house here. Let me get everything set up here for you guys.
Yeah,
There,
go ahead.
a little echo for you. Hold on. There we go. We got Sue Nelson in the house. All right, let's see. We got Uncle Al. And we also have Josh Connor. I want to welcome everybody that came in today. All right.
Thank y'all for coming.
Hey, Uncle Al, how you doing? Let me get everything where I can read it.
Yeah, I can't see the comments, so you'll have to let me know if somebody
You
has a
have a
question.
comment box right there to the left, you know. Yeah, are you on your phone?
Yeah, I got one, but I have to keep pressing my phone.
Okay, yeah. He wants to know if you're ready for a winter, Uncle Al does. Dry Bullfrog 79.
Nobody's ever ready for winter.
We were just talking about that before we went live, and he was saying that it's starting to get chilly there. He's my neighbor. He lives down south from me, so we're sort of like in the same neighborhood.
Yeah, it's getting
All
cold.
right.
We've already had snow 3 times, and it's supposed to snow again in 2 days.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to snow here next week as well. 80 degrees in Southern California. How's the fire doing there, Uncle? Are you still in hazard of the fire?
Yeah, 80 degrees is kind of warm for me.
Yeah. I like about, I don't know, 72 is perfect.
Perfect.
I have breathing problems at this part of my life. So if it gets too hot, I can't breathe. And if it gets too cold, I can't breathe. So 72 is about perfect for me. If anybody wants to come on the panel, just let us know and we will get you up here. I'll send you guys a link.
Yeah, y'all come up on the panel, man. Come on. It's easy.
You want to come up, Uncle? For you guys that don't know, Uncle Al, that's Dry Bullfrog 79. Adelaide. Advice Eddie.
Adelaide's Advice Addict. There it is. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Rip for it. Hello there. Oh, hot sauce junkie.
No way.
Welcoming everybody into the stream today. How's everybody doing?
Yeah, y'all be sure to network with each other. That's why we're doing this. We want y'all to grow your channels.
We want everybody to learn new friends here. Got some new friends?
Exactly right.
Sign them up. Remember, go over
exactly
to their channel and watch one of their videos and leave a comment for them and leave a thumbs up. Make sure that you ring that bell so you know when they're going to get another video out that you might like to watch. Matt, hey,
Matt.
Matt A's in the house. My box quit working. There we go. Matt A. How you doing, buddy? Gunslinger Outdoors. Welcome, you guys. Hey, Matt, did Did you like that knife I got done for you? I did a sheath for Matt, knife piece. Hey, Virginia H. Welcome to the stream, everyone.
How you doing, Hot Sauce Junkie? And Virginia H, Matt A's prepping and survival, man. How's everybody doing?
Ryan the Gamer.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, we want y'all to grow your channels.
Yeah, Matt. I put on that sheath, Matt. What I did was I put like make it look like a quilt. That's called a quilt pattern. When you run your hands over it, it feels just like you're on a quilt.
Okay.
Good to see you, Virginia.
Yeah, I'm glad to see you're doing good, Virginia. And it's Die Bullfrog. Is that what it is? Die
Bullfrog 79, but he likes to be called Uncle Al.
Uncle Al, what's going on, buddy? Hot Sauce Junkie Tim's just getting home from work. That's what I'm talking about.
Uncle Al's gonna come up. Hold on, we're gonna get him a link.
Come on up, buddy.
See if I remember how to do it. I messed up last night doing it. And all kinds of stuff up here on the screen I didn't understand. There you go, bud.
Yeah, y'all click on that link and come up here and chill out.
I can get lots of people up here. Anybody who wants to come up here, come on up. This is Network Tuesday. Hey, Gil. Camp Patton Family Compound. Welcome.
Pretty in camo.
Camo.
There it is.
Oh, I got a couple of guys waiting to get in here. Hold on.
Cool.
There we go.
I'm here. Hi, Gil. Hi, Think Dragon.
Hey, guys.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
The guy right behind, underneath you, Jason, is Uncle Al.
Uncle Al, how are you doing?
And then the guy underneath me is Gil. He's Camp Patton Family Compound.
That way.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, Mr. Gil?
Got room for, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 2 more folks if you want to come up.
I got the package, Will.
All right, you got it? Did you like it?
Oh, yeah. Anytime when you send me a knife, I love these things.
I know you like your knives. That's why I sent it to you.
Oh, wow.
Always like it.
That's what
I need to figure out how I can get.
And I like the extra blades, too.
Yeah, that's so you don't have to sharpen it.
Oh, that is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I need to figure out how to get mail, man. Nobody ever sends me any mail.
You just have to put down a little
I'll send you something. I like sending mail out.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to do a mail call video, but I don't get any mail, man. I thought I might have to lie.
I'll send you something, Jason. I'll send you something so you can do a mail call.
Okay, that'd be great.
Let's see if I get that right.
I do drawing. We could do one here today if we want. I got all kinds of goodies here.
They're coming upside down.
Is that upside down?
I don't know.
Tell.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's better. Yeah, that's better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just in time networking.
I got that one.
Just in time, and then here's my networking one here.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
I'll send you one of each, Jason.
Please do.
Yeah, knives of loads are fun, especially when somebody gives you.
Hey, Matt.
What's Gil up to today?
Doing some more electrical work. I got another. Actually, I can show you the one I just put in. if I can get it, here to go. Just put in a new electrical outlet right here. So I'll be able
Is
to,
that gonna be a solar?
that's going to, basically right now, my computer, everything's on a extension cord. So
Yeah.
as soon as I finish
So
wiring
it's
that
gonna
up,
be that's gonna be solar,
no, that's just a regular off the regular power.
regular 110.
Yeah, because I only have one outlet up here upstairs totally. So that's the second one I just installed. I just got to finish wiring them downstairs in the breaker box.
Hey, Pretty in Camo said she has a hard time getting mail too. You know what? It's that dang mail service you guys have up there. I have tried to send so many packages to Canada, and they just get turned around and come right back to me. They have some weird mailing laws in Canada.
Yeah, I believe
So much stuff there, and it just usually gets turned around and comes back, or they never get it.
or somebody's wearing it.
Canada's weird for mailing stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, I think it's the Royal Mail Service or something else of Canada. They went to pot. No, seriously, they went to pot. Customs just seized a whole bunch of pot that the mail service in Canada was mailing out and was real kind.
It was for real pot then, huh?
Yeah. Oh boy. So Gil, did you get snow?
Did I get snow? Not yet. Next week, maybe.
Yeah, we had snow, but it all melted and just about completely melted.
Good.
And weather says we're clear for the next 5 days, but we'll see if that changes.
Well, with my numbers is half of southern Ohio is supposed to be clear for 2 weeks. The northern half near Montana. Oh Lord. Within 5 days, you're going to get steamrolled.
Yeah, usually what happens is you go about 40 miles north of us, up by Rigby.
Right.
From Rigby south will be a lot warmer. You go 5 miles past Rigby and the temperature drops 15 degrees, and it gets really bad up there.
Right, because you're in the wrong. This is hard to say. You're in the wrong convention belt. Southern Idaho is in.
Yeah, I tried.
Washington, Oregon.
I've been trying to get stickers to Hooples for a while, man. Sometimes they get there and sometimes they don't. Oh, we got someone sneaking in here. Haunted Adventures. Welcome to the stream,
Murad, what is up?
Hey guys.
What's up, Murad?
Hey, Haunted.
Murad,
Yeah.
that's my buddy.
Hey, Matt, I heard that Virginia's going to turn blue.
Oh no.
That's what I heard this morning.
They're following you, Matt, from New York.
Yeah, I don't want to get on politics right now.
I don't either.
Me too.
Yeah,
It's
I
too
don't
funny.
do politics. I would just have to sit here and be quiet.
We're talking about the weather.
I was just throwing it out there because Matt just recently moved to Virginia.
Right. Matt's going to have terrible weather in about 2 days. By my
Uncle,
spirit. But
Uncle Al, did you see how I teased Steve at Corsairs?
yeah.
Told him that the jet stream is shifted and it's going to split. He's going to have snow in 5 days from by Thanksgiving from San Diego up.
San Diego up?
I told him to say his California weather is going to be turn really cold, and he gave me I forget what the response was. Basically, it was a raspberry.
I tell you what, where it's snowing in California, they're probably hoping it would snow.
Yeah.
Well, we got snow in the high passes because I live in Central Park before you hit Southern California. And that's where the Donner Party ended up. And you know what happened to the Donner Party?
Yeah.
Yes.
If you get snowed in that area, you don't go out for the next 6 months. You're there. And already we have 10 feet of snow.
Old cool.
Oh, wow.
School prepper in the building.
Yeah, hi, old school.
Old school pepper.
Yeah, I like the weather. It's more fun. The Northeast is going to get really clobbered, and so is Ohio, Minnesota, Great Lakes. One of my panels that not these you guys, but we're talking about possible tidal wave in the bleh. Never be Japanese, can't pronounce ours. L's. Great Lakes area, a tidal wave, because we just figured out that they had a 30-foot wave hit the shoreline. I can't remember if it was Erie or was Lake Michigan.
And that tidal wave's where?
Great Lakes. Big enough to wipe out a city.
In California?
Nope, Great Lake area.
Great Lakes? Holy
Yep.
cow.
Yep. Yeah.
Because
Which one was that? That was Superior, wasn't it? Lake Superior?
I think so.
Wouldn't that be more like a tsunami?
What?
Wouldn't that be more like a tsunami? Sorry, you guys, my dog is going crazy.
No problem. You probably heard about the tidal wave.
It was. Yes, it was a one of the. It was a storm generated one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like with it's like the storm that took down the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Yep.
And that sank that ship. Yeah, I think it's about every 20 years or so you get a really nasty storm up there on Lake Superior.
It's a really weird winter this year for everybody. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the lunar cycle, I think, because when the Edmund Fitzgerald sank, they had a horrible lunar cycle, and anything out in the lakes was, like, or wow, that surf Ontario.
T-Bone, we also have Gotta Love Carpet Pythons. Welcome, you guys.
It's summer and down there. Summer in Australia.
It's not Dustin, it's the roommates, Brian.
Typhoon season down there. But like I said, I like weather. I got a lot of people don't know I've been working on UK weather systems, and I got a doozy because UK gets about 30, 50 small tornadoes every year. Me and my group, we're figuring out because of the ocean water change and atmospheric change. Somebody should tell the Hoople's cat they might get an F6 or F5 tornado in England. Usually get F2. It's scary. Have tornado shelters in Kent.
Make sure you guys are networking out there, visiting each other and going over and checking each other's channels out.
Yeah, I just sent Matt an email. He said send him an email, so I did.
We did.
Matt's Prepping and Survival. Yeah.
Matt's got a good channel, you guys. If you guys are not subscribed to Matt, you should get over there and check him out.
Yeah.
He has some pretty good content going over there.
Oh, yeah. Everybody has good content. Like every day, I try to cover 274 channels and watch 1 or 2 videos, which kind of drives me nuts. Or I am nuts. I don't know. I'll find out on Thursday with the MRI, see if I still got brains up here or what's left.
Alicia King, welcome.
Alicia King.
Yeah, Uncle Al, I got some bad news for you. That if it turns out you are turning nuts and you got something wrong up there, it means you're going to become a Democrat.
I hope not. It's bad enough my nephew's saying the joke, the zombies won't eat Uncle Al, bad brains, and run away.
Uncle Al's got to turn blue.
Right.
That'd be a cold day in hell, right?
Right, but it's getting close. Our weather's weird. It swings from 80s to 40s, back to 40s again, back to 80s again. So, and we're in the central part, so right now, it's like we have 13 fires, one wildfire. The wildfires up north, they put down the ones in Southern California, so that we only have sporadic little fires.
Yeah.
And like Gil say, it's not PG&E or Southern Edison. It's all those overgrowth that the state says, let's grow trees and protect the owls. Right.
Yeah, let's stop burning the mountains like Mother Nature does for thousands and thousands of years. We know better.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah.
Tell us something about you. Tell the group about yourself.
I'm from Mississippi. I live in Colorado, and I have no intentions of going back to Mississippi.
He has squirrels that he takes care of.
Yeah, I've got a mama squirrel and 2 baby squirrels I feed out my back window.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they come at 7 o'clock in the morning and 4:30 in the evening. So they might be waiting at the window right now, wondering where I'm at.
Where's my seeds?
That's right. Yes.
Right. Are they red, brown, or black?
They're the red ones, big red ones.
Right.
Just looking at your about page here, Jason.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Well,
So when I
you
look
guys-
off to the side, I got another big monitor off to the side. That's what I'm looking at here.
Yeah, all you guys do not have Think Dragon on your subscription list. You guys need to get him up there on there.
Yeah, I help people grow their channels. I mean, I do 2 things on YouTube. I make music videos. I download apps and use the music and make music videos. And of course, I do my live streaming. And I've usually got, when it gets hot, I've usually got 45, 56 people in there. 56 is the most I've had.
He runs a
Right.
really good networking live stream, you guys. If you guys want to go get some subscribers that will stick with you, go
Yes,
to his
that's
live
true.
stream because those people stick with you.
That's very
Remember
true.
Uncle Al, remember I was telling you to go over there and check him out?
Right.
I'm telling you, if you go to his live stream, his subscribers won't just subscribe to you and unsubscribe to you the next day. They'll stay with you.
Yeah.
I guarantee it. That'll help you guys get
You
up
come-
there.
Yeah, if you come to my channel, I'll shout you out the whole time, you know.
Okay,
Thanks,
let me get
Think Dragon.
Control
We're
C.
trying to
Sounds a little weird.
get Uncle Al up to 1,000. He goes up and he goes down. He goes up and he goes down. The people come, they subscribe to him, and then
Bingo.
a couple of days later, they unsubscribe from him.
Or worse.
Him up there, he doesn't have to worry about that stuff.
Or
Okay, I
worse,
just put Think
YouTube
Dragon's channel link in the chat there.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for that.
At worst, like remember, Will, last year they took 500 supporters in one day.
Yep, when they did the purge, yep.
Oh yeah,
To who?
I almost made 1,000, and then boom, I'm back to I think was 400 or 500 in one day, and they took another 100 next day. So
Yeah, when they did the purge, I lost 100 and something.
yeah, so I had to rework everything backwards again.
I don't understand the purge thing. I have never been purged.
They did it last year.
Don't jinx yourself. Don't jinx yourself.
Yeah.
They come in and bend you over, basically. Actually,
Right.
what they say they do is they come in and any of the channels that haven't been doing anything on your channel, like watching your videos or anything, they'll just take them away from you. They're not. They say that they're not doing you any good, so they take them away from you. And
Well,
then,
that's fine with me.
well, I kind of thought so too, but it's hard to replace them when they take like 100, or in Uncle Al's case, they took 500. You know, some of those guys like bigger channels, they lost like 10,000. You know, I guess it's how you look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
That's what I
understanding is that if somebody doesn't comment on your channel or if they don't come, or if you don't comment on their channel in 6 months, that's whenever they do the purge.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
they actually try to take care of everybody.
Yeah. This last purge, I lost 30 supporters, just like that. And these are longtime supporters. And I had to go back and refill every. It takes time when you do support 30 supporters. Took me about 2 weeks. Yeah, but I got them back.
Yeah. Sometimes they take supporters that are actually active on your channel.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And that's what really pisses me off. Is they kind of
They-
ridiculous, even though because they're just going off the AI, you know. There's
Yeah,
the
they took-
AI telling them that somebody's not doing you any
Yeah.
good, so they just
Yeah.
pull them off your channel. And sometimes they do it several times during the year, and they don't even tell you. And
they took me off of Southern Ohio.
you know about this, Josh. They'll take them, and then after a while, they just start feeding them back in. They'll take them away from you, and they'll just slowly start feeding them back in because you're getting them too fast or whatever. You're getting too many subscribers.
That's right.
So they come in, they take some away, and they like hold them in a holding tank. And then when you start getting low below your goal, then they pitch a few back in there.
I think Gil had something to say.
It was like Southern Ohio prepping. They, I was all of a sudden I noticed I wasn't getting any of his the email notifications of his videos. And last night after the chat, we were talking, and we went in, and we'd been knocked out from each other. So we had to resubscribe again last night.
Yeah, they unsubscribe you from channels that you're actually doing pretty good with.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like Gil and Will's channel. Do you know how many times I've re-supported you guys in the last 3 months? 15 times.
Yeah.
And I always comment on your channels too.
Yeah.
Kaylin Stray.
Hi, Kaylin.
How you doing, Kaylin?
Hey, Kaylin. All right. Okay.
She was saying that she's had some people out for hers too. I lost some from the most recent purge. Gonna take some. I lost it. It would have. I can look over here. Gonna take some time to get them back. Yeah. Sometimes they take a lot. Michigander, Rob's in here. Michigander, man. Hey, Rob. How you doing? Welcome. It's me, Brian.
Brian.
Welcome, you guys.
All right, and put that up there again.
Boxes, Jason.
What's that?
You're gonna have to get you one of my boxes. Maybe that's what I'll get you.
Echo box.
Yep. Will, did they ever talk about the big surprise coming up in January 1st?
The big what?
Surprise. They're not going to do what they're going to do is if you have.
I heard they're going to change the subscriber count again to be monetized.
Oh, yeah. They're changing the supporter count.
Yeah, you're going to have, what was it, 4,000?
4,000.
4,000 subscribers and have 10,000 watch hours.
Right.
Well, the thing is about YouTube, every single time YouTube has changed the rules, they email you 6 months in advance. And I can tell you right now that there's not 6 months between now and January. And I don't know anybody that's got an email saying that they're going to do that. So I would just not believe it.
I usually keep up with this stuff going on. I write stuff down. I have it over here. And then in some of my live streams, I tell people what's going on. Because I go in and watch my analytics. I don't know. Some people don't, but I do. And then they have those little videos in there telling them about all the changes they're going to be doing and stuff. So I'll go in there and I'll click on them and I'll watch them. I'll sit down and take notes. And then when I do my networking things on Wednesday and Saturday, I will tell people about what I've heard YouTube's up to and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
I think, Dragon, I think they did this because they're losing money, revenue money. So
Well,
what
I don't understand why they would do that, because they would lose tons of money if they did that. If they moved
Right.
everything to 4,000 and 10,000, that would make it almost impossible for anybody to get anywhere. They would get frustrated and quit before
Right.
they
Yeah.
reach that goal, you know.
right. The
Well, I
big
think-
problem. Go ahead, Gil.
I was saying, the problem is with that logic is there's still going to be more people trying to get their channel up, and there's still going to be all those commercials going out there, and they're saving all that money on it, on the people monetizing that can't monetize until they hit 4,000. So actually, even if they lose, say, 5% of their channels that are low, they're still making a ton of money that they're not paying out on monetizing channels. So, like say they had you take 100, you only, instead of having 35 being monetized, now there's only 25 being monetized. That's 10% they're saving. If they lose 5% of the people, they're still up 5% number wise for their revenues stream. So they're actually going to make more money. It sucks when you're married to an accountant that explains that stuff to you.
No, my best friend's an accountant.
Oh, man. Hey, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you.
Hey, old man.
What was it you were saying, Think Dragon?
Oh, I was just commenting. My best friend is an accountant, but I've heard that they're going to change it to 4,000 subscribers, 10,000 watch hours, and that they're going to take down mukbang channels. I mean, I just haven't gotten an email saying anything. I can't find it on the internet, and all I know is I hear people talking about it, but I can't find this information anywhere.
I haven't either. I heard that on the mukbang thing. I heard that over at Pusa Studios. They were
Yeah,
talking.
I heard that too.
I don't.
Ditto.
I looked. I can't find it. I mean, I seriously went and looked, and I haven't seen anything about the mukbang, and I really haven't been able to find anything about the 4 and 10 yet either. So
Now, and I went through all
Yeah.
the YouTube instructional channels, and the last time they increased was the 1,000. That was what, a year ago, and they did send an email on that one. But anything else, I got dead space. But also, I did the dark web room control. Is they're trying to sell YouTube to a bigger company.
Disney.
It's either Disney or Netflix or one of those two. So they're trying to clean up everybody and make it more, how can I say, presentable.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. They don't want, dirty channels on there. Yeah. Yeah. YouTube isn't going to try to sell channels that are dirty or, inappropriate for children or bullying. Those are the three main things. You can't be inappropriate, you can't be harmful to children, and you can't, whatever the other one was, you can't bully people. So those are channels that we already know that, right? We already know they don't like bullying. They will take your channel down without even emailing you.
Yeah. I'm actually thinking that they put those rumors out there on purpose, like the mukbang thing and the 4 and the 10. I think they actually put that out there to get people to change the way they're doing things, like mukbang.
Yeah.
Maybe they want them to settle down a little bit. So if they get afraid that they're going to be taken down, maybe they'll change the way they present themselves.
That's right.
That's not beyond realization. I mean, they could put those rumors out there just to make people change.
Yeah, it's like go ahead, yeah.
I've heard some questions. Yeah, which way are we pointing? I've heard some 2 different stories on the increase from 1,000 to 4,000. That if you are already monetized, say you have 1,200, and you're already monetized, that you're not going to lose it And then I also heard that you are going to lose it. You have to earn it back till you get to when you get back to up to 4,000.
Yeah,
What have you guys heard on that?
that wouldn't really be fair.
No,
It wouldn't be fair to the little guys either, making them work harder either, you know.
Mhm.
But
The
usually,
only
what they
thing, Mr. Gill,
since I've been on here, they've changed the watch hours and amount of subscribers you needed twice. When I first started, you only needed 100 subscribers to live stream off your phone. Now you need 1,000. You know, so when you wanted to live stream, period, you had to have 1,000 subscribers. Now, you know, so they change things sometimes.
Yeah.
And don't even tell you.
I
Yeah.
think
They say they're being transparent, but they're not.
I think Think
yeah, I
Dragon
was
was
just gonna say, Mr. Gill, you asked if what have we heard, you know, but it doesn't mean it's a fact. But I've heard that if you've already been monetized, that if and when they change the rules, that you'll be safe. You know, you're not gonna
Yeah.
be unmonetized. I've heard again. I
Well,
don't
Okay,
know,
that's
it's all
into the
speculation.
past.
that means I
What's
got to
that?
get 613 more subscribers.
Hey, that means you need to come to my live streams, brother. That means you need to
You
come to my
better go
live
to Think
streams.
Dragon's live streams
Yeah.
then, you know.
Yeah. Well, I just made sure I just
I'll even
subscribed to you and rang the bell for you. So
I'll
go watch some
even
of your
do
stuff.
my live streams.
I
Yeah,
seriously
I'll
think
even stay
you
on
get over
longer.
there, you know. I mean, I've gone to a lot of networking live streams, and he's really got a good bunch of people over there. He doesn't put up with none of the BS, you know. So everybody that comes in there already knows the rules, and everybody's pretty much maintained.
Hmm.
That's the reason I go there. I don't even have to ask for subscribers. They subscribe to me without me even asking. So it'd just be something for you guys to think about. I mean, none of those people on his live streams have unsubscribed from me, and all of them have come and commented on one of my videos.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah,
live stream
and that's
change.
good to know that.
yeah. Basically, my channel is survival prepping, sometimes a little bit of YouTube and weird stuff because Uncle Alan's weird. You know that weird uncle that nobody talks about.
And I don't really think it matters anymore what niche you're in, as long as we all just stick together. That's how
Yep.
I look at it. Because a lot
That's
of people
exactly right.
they watch a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
They jump all over the place, you know.
Well,
No.
it's better than network television, mainstream. They're getting right now over there like CNN and NBC. They're going to get sued. You would not believe how much. Because I have friends who are lawyers and they're laughing like CNN. They're not broadcasting the news. It's more propaganda and hate because I think Obama and Biden got rid of the old propaganda laws. And if they ever replace that law again, I think half the staff of CNN will be going to prison for a long time. Because that
Exactly
was
what Kay said. She says she's not a prepper, but she enjoys watching the prepper channel. So
thank
you
you.
don't have to be a prepper to watch them, and I don't have to be. I mean, I don't have to be a gamer to watch the gaming channels. And there's a lot of different channels I watch that don't have anything to do with prepping.
Yeah, I'm not a prepper. I don't prep for anything but bed.
That was like mine was set up basically for as a as a homesteading family thing, but then everyone's I was dealing like with winging it with Irish Colleen and Steve at Corsair Trainers and some of the other ones, talking to stuff. They say, well, you need to do a video on that. You need to do a video on that. So during the wintertime when there's no farming going on here on the compound, I'm going to be teaching all the stuff I used to teach, as the emergency management coordinator for Homeland Security, all the emergency prep stuff. So I'm going to be doing that during the wintertime.
Well, the best way to learn how to add on to that, though, is listening to everybody in my other niches.
Yeah,
Yeah.
listen to what they're talking about.
yeah. Like Reed and Anthony.
Gil, have you ever tried a Martian thermal trench? I used to work for a little bit for a while with Ames company for NASA, and they were trying to figure out how to raise crops on the moon and on planetoids and on Mars. And I told them the best one is the Martian thermal trench, and they all looked at me like I'm nuts. Basically, it's a greenhouse within a greenhouse. The outer shell is hard, the inner shell is soft, and you grow things in the trench, which is in the inner greenhouse shell. Does that make sense to you folks?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard something about that years ago before it was adopted for the Martian greenhouse, thing. When I was living in that was back in 74, 75.
Yeah.
I was living at the north rim of the Grand Canyon, a little town called Fredonia, and like April 1st, we got 3 feet of snow overnight. When in April, so what they were doing up there, because they'd happen every 5 years or so up there, you get these late snows and stuff. They would dig down in their gardens and pile the dirt up on the side, and then put a little 4 foot high, the clear plastic over that, and then they would go out 2 feet farther on each side and run the PVC over, and then put more over that. So during the wintertime and stuff, it would keep and they could start planting earlier. The stuff down there where it was down in the ground a little bit, you got more of the soil heat because it's down lower.
Yeah,
And then with the double thing gives you double insulation, because the outer area would heat up a little bit, and as it cooled down at night, the inner area will stay even warmer because it has your insulation is the extra air. So yeah, that's been around since 74, 75. And they've been doing it there. So it's probably been around a lot longer. You'd probably go find that in
thousands of years.
If you could probably check out an old Mother Earth news from back in the 60, whenever Mother Earth News first started.
I think it was 68.
Yeah, about 68, 69. You probably will find something like that in one of their things.
Right, but the one I was talking about with Ames Company, we're designed against 200 miles.
Killer whale in the house, you guys. Killer whale.
Thank you, Killer Whale.
Hey,
Yeah, it was against 200 mile an hour winds.
Yeah.
So you don't have the greenhouse blow away with it.
Yeah, that was supposed to be, instead of being like a high house over it, they were setting down into the trench and have the one totally covered below the edge of the trench. So it'd be down low here. And then they have the other one just barely above the trench. Not much of a dome, but more like just a bare low cover. So the winds would just go over it. And so
I can share a similar story, Mr. Gill. In Mississippi in the South, a lot of humidity. And so some things that grow in the jungle, like banana trees, grow really well in the South. And but of course they die in the winter, even though it doesn't get very cold. 45 degrees will kill banana trees. And so what I used to do was I would just dig a trench and I would just bulldoze the banana trees over into the trench and cover them up completely. And then I would come back and unbury them and stand them back up, and they will keep growing.
Cool. Yeah. The other thing that
I don't know, I thought that might be relevant to what you were saying.
Yeah, that's anything you can do to help protect the plants during the wintertime. My mom, when we were living in Fredonia there, would go get 5 or 6 bales of straw, and in her garden, I mean, you're talking about 3 feet after we loosened it all up, 3 feet of straw out there. And then she would put plastic over that. So when it snowed, the heat from the composting and the plants and everything of that straw would melt the snow off the plastic almost immediately. And it would keep it warm down in there. And, so the sun would get into there and heat it up during the day and everything else. And come springtime, and she would just, we'd go out there and try to dig it out. And most of it turned out is most of the straw was composting. And And so it was creating heat. So by the time spring came around, most of it was gone. We just had to rake off just a little of it and just turn it over, and everything else, and dig around the plants that she had in there, and it would still go. She
Well,
actually had a
thought about
fig tree.
Dome houses. People have built dome houses up against hills where they actually plant the top of that whole top of the house is all in vegetation.
Yeah, and it gets the heat from down below in the wintertime to keep
Yep.
the vegetation growing. But my mom actually
You
kept
know,
a
if you
fig
put-
tree producing through the winter by piling straw up around it and everything.
Oh yeah, sure. I was gonna say, have you ever thought of putting, when you put the straw, first of all, put compost, because compost is, you can pile up compost to go out there and dig in it, and it's hot. And if you put compost, this is what I would do in my garden. Again, I'm not a prepper, but I'm a landscaper and a painter. So what I would do is I would put compost and mushroom.
Yeah,
Mushroom,
he is.
like,
He's not gonna fool us.
Yeah, but like I said,
yeah, put the compost
Yep.
in there and then put some pine straw on top of it.
Yeah. Well, she was able to get from
That's
some
all
of the
I was
cattle,
gonna say.
from the cattle guys around there. We go in just before Halloween, go out and load up the truck with several loads of manure, spread that out, and then she put all her
Yes.
straw over that, and that way it all
Yes.
just the heat would be going there.
let me say hi to Underground. Hi, Underground.
Hey, there's Underground. Hi.
Underground.
Oh yeah, he's starting out.
Yeah, I picked up Underground last night.
I think Cut Sauce Junkie Tim said he's not a prepper, he's a pepper.
Yeah,
Anybody that does gardening or homesteading of any kind knows how to work with their hands. Probably a prepper. Don't even know it.
no,
Everybody prepares.
I sound like one.
Everybody prepares for something.
Uncle Al's an old time survivalist. Okay, none of this new age stuff.
We got Sue Nelson just rolled in.
Hey Sue.
Oh,
Thank you.
Oops, we
lost
lost.
the dragon.
Announce you properly. Sue Nelson. She's from Washington State, guys.
Hey.
Welcome back, Sue.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My wife is staying in California for the next several years, continuing to work while I get the compound here set up, and she's taking classes for canning and stuff.
Where'd you go?
Good.
So, you've been playing with the buttons.
There he is. He's back. Yay!
There he is. He's now down there.
There he is.
Musical screens.
Yeah.
He was playing with the buttons.
Yeah, I was trying to read the comments so I could shout out to people, but
Yeah, that's why I got two screens. I got the yard stream here in front of me, and I got YouTube stream over here to the side of me. And that way I can always click off the YouTube one to go to their channels and subscribe to them.
Yeah, we're
yeah,
gonna
my mom
teach
said I couldn't use her computer anymore because she don't like what stuff I leave on there.
Yeah, I have to agree with T-Board. Me and him are the two old guys who knew Mel Tappan. I met Mel Tappan before he had a stroke and heart attack. And that was a long time ago, folks.
That name is familiar.
Mel Tappan?
Yeah.
For Guns and Ammo. He's under Google.
You prefer the Sunday live stream? Which one? Which one? Prep for it.
Personal survival newsletter, books, survival guns. Yeah, okay, that's all right.
Yep, outdoor skills and willingness to learn. That makes a prepper, pretty much.
He used to be a banker. Did you know that?
Who knows how to make a snare?
Which one?
Not you. I know you
Yeah.
do.
I think what he's doing, he's picking on me. He wants to know if I know how to make a snare. He knows I don't.
Well, I've read on it. I've practiced a little bit. I've never caught anything.
Yeah, I can make a couple of them. I did a challenge last year on it. Maybe I'll do another one this year. See how many people I get hooked on it.
What, making snares?
Yeah,
Yeah, you should check Malcolm Boland's channel, JJJ Survival. He's good at snares.
yeah. There's a couple of good channels that do snares.
Oh yeah. It's like I told my nephew, all I need is a box, cardboard box, a stick, and a piece of paracord. I'll catch something. And he's looking
That
at me.
cardboard box is never going to work.
That's what he said. I got $20. What you do is you attach
outdoors.
the line across the box, you hook it up to the stick, and the stick is cut in half at an angle, so it's a trigger. And what happened is anything touches that string or eats the bait off the string like peanut butter, the box dropped on top of it. That's how I got $20 off of it.
So it's more of a trap rather than a snare.
Yeah, that's one of my
probably
traps.
catch a bird.
Yeah, when you lift the box up,
Probably
to get
catch
Oh,
a
I
bird.
catch squirrels, birds, rats, you name it, because the stick's like this, all right, and it's hooked, and the string's attached to this one or top one. What it does, if you hit that string, the box falls over. I caught pheasants like that.
So it's
And
a
you can't-
variant of the figure four
Figure
trap.
four trap, but yeah, but it has a longer trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how to do that figure four snare.
Yeah, that's easy. I know more snares and trips. I have a high-powered two-prong snare trap that you put the snare already, but that's not the thing that's going to catch the rabbit or squirrel or fox or small small animal, not children, no children. But anyway, once it trips that trigger wire, the snare will tighten around it and then boom,
Up to go, yeah.
4 feet off the ground or 50 feet, depending how strong the tree is.
Yep.
Looks like we have OC Omega.
With a small tree, you pull it over like this. You have a peg in the ground and you tie it off to it with a piece of meat right there dangling onto it. When they grab the meat and pull on the string, takes them and everything right up and breaks their neck.
Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes I did too strong, and you see the rabbit go boom, and the rabbit goes about half a mile away.
Oh, the Omega Shadow.
It's like
To the stream.
first time I ever launched a rabbit into outer space.
Yeah, so I had someone show me how to you take a little copper wire off of a little electric motor to make a snare, and he had his thing on it. Well, problem is the wire was strong enough, but it was so thin he decapitated the rabbit right there.
And the fox probably ran off with the good part of the rabbit.
Actually, no, he found it. Because he heard the noise from camp, so we went out there and there was the rabbit in the head laying there.
Oh boy.
Can't quit talking about animals like that. Jason's an animal lover, you guys.
Sorry about
I'm sure they're
that,
animal
Jason.
lovers too.
Hey, I love animals too, but I also look at them as another way too. Yes, rabbits are cute and cuddly. They make great manure for the garden, and they taste great too. You don't treat them cruelly. It's like cows and stuff. We used to raise cows. We didn't treat them cruelly, but they were made great meals.
Yeah.
We take care of them until
have a steak. Yep.
and when we put them down as humanely as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I have to agree with Gunslinger Outdoor. Yeah, there's a difference between traps and snares. But sometimes Uncle Alan like to combine the two. Have two better chances of catching that stupid squirrel. It took me 48 times to catch one squirrel. I did all the snares, I did all the traps, and that stupid squirrel still lives. I finally got him with one of my snare gas traps.
There you go, talking about squirrels.
Yeah.
Sorry about squirrels.
I can
Squirrels
catch
are tasty.
squirrels.
You know,
I can
it
catch
doesn't bother me,
squirrels.
man. I mean, we can't save all the wild animals, you know. I mean, I understand that.
Yeah, I can catch squirrels in a 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah. Well, it's also like Daniel at Daniel Arms at Arms Family Homestead was talking about the deer hunts and stuff. They cut back where he down there in Oklahoma. I guess a couple of years back, whenever decade or whatever, they cut back on allowing the number of tags going out, and the deer population got so big they were overgrazing the wildlands and stuff. And then the deer were starving because there were so many of them eating the stuff, so they had to increase the amount of the tags again. And now the deer are healthier, they're bigger, and
Send them out.
they had to thin them out a little bit, and they're playing with the numbers, trying to get it balanced it just right, so the deer don't suffer, and yet we are able to get food. It's a balancing act, and some people just don't understand. Hey, yeah, you got to balance it out. But you can't just like the gray wolves. That we're bringing them back, but at a point we're gonna have to stop letting them have free range and just to control population so that it doesn't go the other way. The pendulum can swing one way and the pendulum can swing the other way. We got to keep it in the middle.
Yeah, it's like
Go
ahead,
to the
Think
street.
Dragon.
I was gonna say it's just information, but anytime that they bring cargo over from other countries, they stop the cargo ships and they check them for different species of animals, because before they did that, different species of animals would come over and infiltrate our species and nearly wipe them out, which of course creates an unbalance in the ecosystem. So that's just to try to tie in with what you were saying, Gil.
Yeah, it's like even before that, some people got a bright idea. They had with the trying to think of it, was it the bull weevil or one of the other type weevils? They said, oh, this animal from this country here will take care of them, and they brought them over. All of a sudden now they're running wild and killing other stuff. Yeah, it's trying to remember who was telling me. I was on they did a video on it. And so now they got a different problem now with not the squash bug, something else that was eating the boll weevil. Now it's become a pest itself, and it's now turning on other things. So yeah, we got to be careful. Mother Nature has a plan for invasive animals, what ones to balance it out, but we don't need to bring someone in from outside. There's let them run wild, but they don't have any natural predators.
Yeah, Think Dragon. Remember Kutsu?
Kutsu?
Yep.
Is that a movie?
Yep. Haven't heard Kutsu? If you live in Mississippi, you know Kutsu, because Kutsu will eat a cow.
Yeah, Kutsu.
Yeah, Kutsu.
Yeah.
They brought that from.
I read a book once that's supposed to control erosion, and they brought it over from Japan. But I heard a farmer say that it grew so fast that if his cows laid down to sleep at night, it would grow around the cow. Because it can grow like 6 to 8 inches in a day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's like out in California in the Delta up there by San Francisco. They brought in a plant to control the erosion there, and now some of the waterways there are just totally choked off with the plant growing out there, and it's it's insane. Some of the waterways they can no longer use.
Yep.
So yeah.
They have two invasive species. It's like a water lily, and the other one is from the fish tanks. That green stuff they used to put in fish tanks?
Yeah, with the the corn stalk type stuff. But yeah. Yeah, but there's a lot of the water lily stuff out there, and there's some of the ones where we used to go water skiing at. You can't even drive a boat in there anymore.
No. 1 second, folks. One of my alarms went off. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like some of the areas now you can't take a boat. You need a swamp airboat to get around up there. But yeah, that's the problem where humans sometimes really screw something up, trying to outthink Mother Nature.
I've been HD. Welcome to the live stream.
Hey, Ben. All right, let me go take a look at that here real quick. Okay, it's not up on the other stream yet here. Caitlin. Okay, there he is now. Now I can go check out Ben's channel, see what it looks like. Yes, I am multitasking here, guys.
That's fantastic.
He's an old man. He's trying to tell us how to get a squirrel. Put them up there on the screen. Lean a 2x4 against the tree that the squirrel climb up, lightly rest on the 2x4 and with the string attached to the trap and a 2x4. that would work.
Oh, yeah.
I've used a bucket before. You use a 5-gallon bucket. Squirrels don't know how to swim, So you put about this much water in the bottom of the bucket, and you get a couple of pieces of lath, and you make one about this long, and you balance it up on top of the rim of the bucket, and you take the other one, you cut it so it's long enough to sit on the other one, but go down onto the ground, and then you put some seeds or something on the end of the stick, and the squirrel crawls up onto it, stands up there for a minute, looks around, makes sure everything's cool. Hey, I'll walk out on that other stick, and then the stick will give. It's like a diving board. It'll just right back down inside the bucket. He can't get out because he can't swim.
Yeah, I've seen some of those. I've also seen the ones where they have the two little sticks or something taped to the side of the bucket and another one in the middle. And they get out there to get the food that's glued to the middle, and it flips and rolls on them.
Okay, I think Prep 4 is getting a little upset from killing animals, so we'll calm down.
Next subject, okay.
Hi, modern refugee. Here in California,
hey, got folks in here. Hold on.
We got the thermal stream.
Gray, come on.
To British Canada.
1107 and Jay in the house.
Hey guys.
Make sure you guys are networking, meeting everybody out there. No, there's all kinds of guys out there that you guys don't know. Make sure you're meeting up with everybody.
Yeah, it's the spring for the West Coast. It's going to be dry and warm until December. Everybody in the Northeast and Great Lakes area, Lana, AK Fab, and also modern refugees, you're going to get buried. We're looking at 4 to 6 inches of snow. One of my friends says, "Are you sure you got your math right?" And I have brain damage, and he said, "Are you sure that's 4 to 6 inches or 4 to 6 feet?" And I keep arguing it's inches. It's too early for feet. Maybe Maine and upstate New York within a week. Just be glad you're in Colorado. Think Dragon. Be glad you're in Colorado and someplace else.
Yeah, I am Ben HD, is a 16-year-old young man making some really cool videos. I just want to look and subscribe to him.
Everybody's linked up there.
Yeah.
On the screen for everybody there. I can't see. Where'd that guy go? Oh, there he is. Hi, Jason.
Well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All righty.
Good job, Josh. Get you up here on the panel. You want to come up, Josh? I'll put a link out there for you.
Make sure I'm on everybody here.
Just be happy you're in Colorado.
Yeah.
Think Dragon.
I want everybody that's in here doesn't know Think Dragon. I want you guys to subscribe to him as well. All you guys that don't know Think Dragon, get over there and check him out. That's Jason over there in the corner. He's the one that's not talking much. He talks a lot.
Yeah.
Trust me.
I talk a lot in my streams. Yeah.
Modern refugee.
Oh, yeah. Modern refugee. Welcome.
Okay. Fort, got him. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I keep up on everybody in the stream there. Make sure I got them all.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, you're at work, Josh? All right, cool. Next time, my friend. Good to see you, Modern. Welcome. Make sure you guys are visiting with each other and getting to know each other real good. If you guys are not subscribed to anybody up here on the panel, make sure you're doing that too.
Yeah. You know what's kind of funny? Who's the worst prepared or survival is Australia and New Zealand. That threw me off for a loop, but I talked to people down there and they said the governments are not doing anything, especially New Zealand. They said the government will take care of everything. And I said, yeah, didn't they take care of that mass shooting and that earthquake in Church, is it Churchill or Church something?
Oh, yeah, off the coast there. Oh man,
It starts with Church.
I'm having a brain
something.
fart.
Me too, but I have brain damage. It's Church something where all the buildings on the top floor and the little buildings on the bottom floor went.
Yeah. And they had a series over like 9 months of 3 big earthquakes down there.
Oh yeah.
Shoot.
And they're still promoting it as a safe haven for rich people. Australia and New Zealand. Yeah. I don't think so. I'll go to or Japan or Korea if necessary.
So how are the Seahawks doing?
They're doing pretty darn good, actually. They're 6-3, 6-2, 7-2, 7-2. I think they're gonna win their division again.
They had a bye week.
They play this. I think they play tonight. It's Monday. Yep. They play tonight. Yeah, they played Saturday, Sunday. I can't remember. They just barely won, but they got her.
Oh yeah. I hope they don't burn out.
They always play hard the whole season, and by the time they get into the playoffs, all their good guys are all beat up and out for the season. You know.
Yeah. What was it last year? That one guy had his hips gave out, and the other guy lost his knee, and one guy got hit in the groin, which on national TV is not very fun, even if you're wearing protection.
Yeah, a team that's doing pretty good this year that usually doesn't do too good. That's Vikings. They're doing really good this year.
They did okay last year.
I think they finally found him a damn good quarterback.
How long is that going to last?
See, there we go. Steve knows what they are. 7-2. Yep. And then in a couple of weeks, that's when they get their bye. Yep. They play next Monday night.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay, that one's not cooperating.
I was trying to think about it. Somebody was saying they thought there was a mass shooting in New Zealand, but I went back at the thing, but I didn't see a confirmation on it.
There was about what, a year ago?
Before they did it.
No,
there was supposed to be a mass shooting, but there wasn't.
Again?
I think
Again?
I believe so. I believe
Yeah,
so.
somebody was saying
They
sitting
the
in the
person
street
was gonna
earlier.
the person was gonna blow up a synagogue, but the
Right.
person that was gonna do it was buying bombs and stuff from actually a undercover federal agent.
Oh, okay, yeah, well, that must have been what they were talking about, because somebody was saying something in the stream earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's America, not New Zealand. New Zealand had that what you call it, gay shooting, and also the Muslim shooting.
Right.
Oh, was it? Right.
Michigan native, welcome to the live stream. Hope that's what you are, Michigan. MI native, how's that? Pretty sure that's Michigan.
I hope it's Michigan.
Michigan? Is it Michigander?
And Michigander man was already in.
Oh,
It's MI native. MI, I think, is in Michigan.
yes.
Michigan. Yeah, I knew they would come back and tell us.
Yeah. Yeah, weird stuff, but I think it'll scare Think Dragon too much. Sorry, Think Dragon.
It's all good.
Because everybody's been asking me on my channel, what's December 27th, 2019? I'm not going to tell.
I'm not going to ask you anymore.
I got it figured out, but I'm not telling.
It's going to be here pretty soon, so I'm not going to.
30 days. So far, everybody was wrong. Even if I gave clues.
It's probably something that's not going to happen anyway.
No, it's going to happen, but what the extent of it is what's in question.
True. You got it. We just got to be really nervous. I can't lose any more teeth.
All right.
Make sure you guys are visiting up and down the line there.
Yeah.
You guys are not subscribed to Mr. Think Dragon. Make sure you do that, will you? Needs all the help he can get.
Okay, let me run this here.
Well, James had a pretty good question. Yes, I do private classes, and I finally got paid off for one of them at our local church. And trust me, Generation Y is it's a basic emergency kit. And I had one girl there with a smartphone trying to figure out the round discs. It's toilet paper. You're not supposed to put it in your mouth and chew on them. It's not mint.
What's that?
Remember, Will, I was talking about, I was doing a survival class for one of my local churches, emergency preparedness.
Yeah.
A basic kit. And I had one of the students, a young lady with a smartphone, couldn't figure out what was the white discs.
It was compressed toilet paper.
It's compressed toilet.
Compressed ones, right?
Right. It's compressed toilet paper. She thought it was a mint and was chewing on it.
Imagine getting that in your mouth and it expanding.
It's like, or we had rope, and I'm trying to explain what was rope for. And they thought it was a bondage class. I'm saying I teach Sunday school, and ropes were used for different things in an emergency, like gloves. And they thought it was before Halloween, and they thought the gloves were a part of a Mickey Mouse costume.
Hey, Sue Nelson.
That drives me nuts. Yeah, because I go camping, I do all this stuff, and they still couldn't figure out half the stuff that was in the box. And it's a basic box, flashlight, gloves, rope, tarp. They still couldn't figure out what was a tarp.
Yeah.
Hey, Sue, did you try, or wait a minute. Ray, did you try putting like just regular dish soap on them? put regular dish soap like in a spray bottle and then just spray it on the leaves. Should kill the bugs on your plant. I don't know if you try that or not, but that's what I do on my indoor plants. Kentucky. Kentucky survivalists. Welcome to the live stream yet.
Yay!
Yeah. Well, at least it's better than my Bible school teachings. That gave me a headache. Never teach Bible school with a bunch of fourth or sixth graders with cell phones. You want to
We
get
haven't talked about it yet, Kentucky. Everybody knows about the shooting right down in Mexico.
oh yeah, the Mormons?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's an ongoing war between the Mormons there and the Mexican drug cartel.
brought it up.
Yep.
That's a shame.
Well, it is because the Mexican government invited the Mormons to settle down there. And what's going on is I have friends in LA's Latter-day Saints.
Latter-day.
Latter-day, sorry. I'm not a Mormon, I'm Buddhist. So the big problem is their colony there. Their colony.
Gillville, yes.
Oh, yeah. Their colony down there is under attack by 2 Mexican cartels, and I can't remember the names. Gil, do you know the names of the Mexican cartels?
No.
Yeah, 9 people got killed or injured.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can't tell me they didn't know that wasn't a drug cartel in that car. Not when they had kids in there, kids and babies.
No, it's the 2 Mexican cartel groups. They don't like the colony of Mormons there. They think they're invaders. They're going to take away their profits. Because the Mormons, they don't take drugs.
Yeah, well, they were trying to say it was 2 cartels fighting on the news, but that's not what really happened.
Oh, no. It was a hit. Because they have small Japanese colonies. They have German, I think one Dutch, and I think British. I'm not too sure, but these are retired folks or folks with families, and they're getting clobbered because the cartels want to maintain control. And the government in Mexico is, I think, socialist. I'm not too sure. Gil?
Hang on a second. I was looking this up here on the thing about it. 9 members of Mormon family killed. This was posted 31 minutes ago.
Wes S. Hey, Wes, welcome in, my friend.
Yeah, CNN has some postings on it 20 minutes ago on it.
I heard about it this morning. I really haven't been paying attention.
Yeah. Yeah, 9
Well, I'm gonna go eat
family
here in a few minutes,
members.
Will. You hear me,
3
Will?
women and 6 children were killed. Yeah. All right, Dragon, you take taking off in a minute, right? I'm not totally ignoring you.
No, I'm just trying not to talk over anybody.
Yeah.
You can talk anytime you want, Jason.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Jason.
Shut the hell up. We all got thick skin.
I'm gonna go get something to eat, man. I'm starting to crash out.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna get off of here in just a couple of minutes.
Yeah. Oh, are you? Well, I mean, I'll stay home with you. You're gonna get off in a little bit.
Yeah,
I didn't know if you were gonna do like a 3. I didn't know if you were gonna do a 3-hour marathon or not.
Oh no, Oh no.
Uh,
We're all
No,
too
I'll stay
old for
on with you then.
About 10 more minutes. Can you stick out 10 more
I'll do
minutes?
that. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, it's getting hairy
What are
out.
you talking about, Wes? Wes says if you don't bow to the cartel, then the cartel bows you out.
No kidding, West.
yeah, old school prepper saying that that family down there, they broke from the LDS Church because they were practicing polygamy.
Yep.
Or maybe they missed the cartel then.
Yeah, that's what I was
Cartels are
reading. The one article you can pick up there front on CNN and the New York Times are both saying that they've been having a long running problem with the drug cartel down there. They're just barely across the border.
Yep.
Because I can't see a cartel shooting that car up like it was, unless there was
Also,
something really bad going on.
right. I think it goes that way. Anyway, also they're Catholic, the drug cartels. So if you have polygamists in your group, not a good idea.
West says to open season on the drug dealers, no bag limits. Then there'd be no problems.
Oh, great. Have a small.
You'd have everybody shooting at each other, West. God dang it.
Yeah. I'm too old for that. My knees will give out.
I'm sorry, I was just for laughing here, but there was my sister had posted something on Facebook several years back about a cruise ship offering a hunting package. Bring whatever weapon you want. They're going to provide all the ammunition for you, and they're going to cruise along the west coast there of Africa, where all the pirates are going out raiding the cruise ships, and it's an open bag limit on pirates.
Oh, that would be okay.
Now, see, now we're
could
talking
check
about
West off for
fun.
that.
I don't like. You see, I don't like to shoot animals, but I mean pirates. That sounds like
Yeah.
Pirates.
sounds
I'm
like
open
fun.
for that. I'm open for pirates.
I'm
I get
down. Y'all got
I
me.
get my AR out for that.
Yeah. Yeah, they were saying that the cruise ships are set up with with special drop down ports, so everybody be lined up on the side, and the walls just drop down. They're gonna just have free shots at the pirates.
Oh,
Is
that's
that
going to
in
be.
Somalia?
Over
Is
there
that
was
in Somalia, Gil?
along the Somalia coast and some of the other places where the pirates are coming out and attacking the yachts and the cruise ships and stuff like that.
Are they still doing that?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. It's a profitable business.
Yeah, and every now and then the U.S. sends a boat out there that doesn't look like a regular Navy boat, and they come out after it and they open up on it with the miniguns.
Yeah. A lot of them.
Buy a big boat, and go out there and open season on them.
I wouldn't do it because a lot of them have surface to ship missiles. They have RPGs, and they have now long range mortars. So it's not a good idea if you're in a big boat and they got a fast boat. You're shooting them with like little rifles and stuff, and they're shooting back with 20 millimeters. And it's going to get a little.
Fine, let's get a submarine. We'll go from them underneath.
They did.
My nephew's in the Navy, and he said that they had a boat. It looked like like a yacht, high speed, and they had a couple phalanx guns below deck that would pop up.
Oh cow!
Yeah,
that's high tech.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They went out there just to sucker them out, and they just and that was it. And they just
Well, they
went on their
probably
way.
it from all that ransom they're getting. They probably have really nice gunboats.
Oh yeah, they do. The one I think they sunk with the phalanx had 2 torpedoes on it. Blew up real good. That's a comedy bit.
Yeah.
I can say you remember? Blown up real good.
Yep.
All right, see you later, T4. Thanks for coming in. We're about out of here too.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Catch you later.
Yeah, it's time I get back to the wiring. Run more wire and tie it in.
Back to work, everybody.
All righty.
I gotta go build a trap.
You have to go build a trap.
Yeah, I gotta go build a trap.
All right. Thanks for coming, you guys. I'm out of here. See you guys next
Okay,
time.
buddy. Okay, man. Thank you. Thanks, Will.